No.
Are you a gentleman, Nigel?
Well, I come from Birmingham, and,
So,
and I'll be honest
that's not
with
the
you,
question.
we're very touchy. We're very touchy, so for me to answer the question, we're not brought up to be gentlemen. It's very like, it's very like factory.
You heard it from him, I couldn't have said that. It's what? It's fat-free?
The factories.
Oh, factories.
Yeah, it's very what you call the blue collars.
Yeah.
So, it's very unusual to find a gentleman in Birmingham, at least not one that was born there.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I was brought up on both sides of the street, so to speak. Okay, so I went to the old commensary school, and had my old suit on and had my knockers, and it was like it's clean. It's like clean cut. It's like really strict.
You mean knickers?
Yeah, I mean sometimes when you're talking,
knockers are here, knickers are down here.
Those aren't knockers.
I know, Nigel. I know you're still struggling
Those
with
are
English
hams.
language, and I have no problem helping.
Oh, so now teach me.
Okay.
These are the old knockers.
No, knickers. Knockers are here. Knickers are like short pants, like pantaloons.
You could call them knickers or knockers.
No, knockers are not the same as knickers.
In England, they are.
They are not. They're not in any country.
Especially if you talk about knocking
I'm
about.
sure you've got a lot of different words for knockers in British English, but knockers are not knickers in any language.
Yeah, we call them the hams too.
Hams, yeah, fine.
That's right. That's right. Especially, I mean, I have to be respectful because we were just talking about being a gentleman, so especially I got to be respectful. But if I'm talking about the women that are a little bit older in age, first of all, you never refer to the hams. But if you're maybe on the show, the famous show in England we had for a long time, you were showing it over here in America,
What's
you
that?
You remember the one? You remember the one? Are You Being Served?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, even in Are You Being Served? I mean, it was awful. It was obvious satire.
Mm-hmm.
It was all about the satire. So if you're one of those gentlemen and you're working, or one of the women's and you're working in the area where you're selling the hosieries and you're selling all the other feminine products, all the other clothings, if you're gonna get a situation where you're fitting a woman for a custom bra, because custom bras are really common in England, because some women want to appear just like they want to appear to have maybe larger thighs. Sometimes they want to appear like the old 60s space movies. They want the triangles. Some of them want the rounds.
Oh, we have that in America too, yeah.
Well, see what I'm saying? Yeah, some of them want the, I don't know what you call it. It's like the octagon. It's like every side is covered. I don't know what else to call it.
We call it the padded bra.
Padded?
Padded bra, yes.
Well, of course there's padding in there. How
No,
you going to get shape? How you going to be a ham? Or you're going to be a triangle?
Padded, okay.
Padded is true. I don't know if they use chicken feathers or whatever you were talking about earlier. But maybe that's a business for me. I can say
in America, the bras do not have chicken feathers in them. Sorry.
You know that for sure.
I do.
So now you're a brassiere expert too.
So you brought it up.
I did bring it up.
Well, I'm not a brassiere expert, but I have a little bit of common sense.
That's common sense.
If bras in
you
America,
want to talk to somebody out here on the street.
Go ahead.
You want to pick a bloke walking down the street. And
one of your neighbors.
Oh,
Nigel.
excuse me, Mr. Sir. Tell me what goes inside a bra.
I'll say Nigel here thinks that bras are made with chicken feathers. Is he crazy? Is he crazy, or am I making things up? Am I imagining things? It's a good thing that we won the War of Independence, because I would hate to have all these nonsensical habits, eating blood sausage, making padded bras with chicken feathers. I mean, what else do you do? I don't even want to know. I just want to go back to good old American football.
If you must know, like what we learned in the old studies, when I was a wee lad, is, we had the shortage, World War II, somebody brought us into that war. If you remember, Churchill, you remember?
Yeah.
And we were talking to America, and they were like, oh, we're crying, like, the Russians scare us, could you please help us? And all of a sudden, the British came to the rescue.
Yeah, who saved you from losing that war?
We had to use chicken feathers. It's in my textbook, that's what I got it. Because we used chicken feathers in the bras, because we were using all of our natural resources for the soldiers to eat. And
I'm sorry that you had to resort to using chicken feathers in your bras.
Are you truly sorry?
Yeah, I'm sorry that happened, yeah. Not that I think that we caused it or anything had anything to do with it.
Put it here, lad.
No, not after you spat on your hand. You crazy bloke. Go get a dish towel. Wipe your hands.
You're my mate when I come stateside. You're my mate. Thank you for having me on.
Anytime.
And to the Joey and Mickey Pro Football Show, I'm going to do my best to promote you across the pond, as you say. And whenever I'm having a spot of tea, or anytime I have a little bit of downtime, I might be talking to people about what a great person you and Joey are.
Thank you.
And I like the old Gina A too. She picked me up in the airport in a limousine.
Yeah.
And there's nobody in Birmingham rode in a limousine.
No.
Thank you for having me.
Sounds like quite the exception. All right, well,
All
once
the
you get a
best.
clean bar of soap, we'll shake your hand. All right, Nigel, thanks for sharing. You learn something, we learn something here every day.
Yeah,
I certainly do.
I love you too. Yes, yes, you can have another pint. You can have another pint. God, this
Let's
guy,
give him
the
Nigel
alcohol
an-
level of this
Let's
guy
give
is
Nigel
incredible.
an extra pint, shall we?
What was that all about?
I don't know. We started out talking about football, but somewhere on the screen we had the Patriots and the Bills, and from there it went quickly downhill. It's amazing how far off track we got. It's because Nigel brought up blood sausages.
Blood sausages?
Yeah.
I've heard of them, but I've never tried them. That sounds kind of
I haven't
disgusting.
either. I told him I would try it and take a couple bites, but that's it.
It's real blood.
Unless I like it.
It's
Which
real
is
blood in there.
extremely dubious.
It's one
You
of
know,
the-
there's probable, questionable, doubtful, and out. I'd say
And mouth.
the chances of me liking a blood sausage, it's not probable. It's either questionable or doubtful. It's not out either. It's not in either.
every part of your being, every part of your being tells you 80% chance. Doubtful.
Yeah. Well, I think that's one. It's either questionable or doubtful. That means 50% chance that it'll play, and then the other one means 25% chance that it'll play. And I don't know which one.
That makes sense.
Which refers to which, but
if you
I'd
put it
say
in a percentage.
at most there's a 25% chance, at most, that I would enjoy eating blood sausage. I don't know. I'll find out.
Well, he's a lovable character, I tell you.
Absolutely.